Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be the first game of the semi-finals from the Intel Extreme Masters from Taipei from the early February, actually 1st and 2nd of February. It's the first game of best of 5 as I said. It's between Soulkey and ByuN. Now, semi-finals means there's only 4 players remaining. And these are the 2 winners from the round of 8, which was previously casted by myself on the stream and of course on my channel. So let's introduce our players quickly. ByuN, spawning on the bottom right hand side here of Ruins of Seras. ByuN is on X team and he is from South Korea. His opponent, Soulkey, is on team TCM-Gaming and he's also from South Korea. So let's see how this one plays out. It is of course the semi-final, which is super cool to note. It is my first time doing a full tournament in one day. And I will probably regret it with my voice tomorrow. But that's fine. That's okay. Sometimes your passion is something that is going to punish you just a little bit. But hopefully not too much. So let's see how our players start out here. Looks like spawning pool went down after the hatchery. So thinking about economy a bit more here. Now bringing out an SCV just to see if there's going to be a scout. Now, just to note, Scout did go in the wrong direction. Oh, correction. No, I didn't. It's right here. I didn't actually see it on the minimap. It was very hard to spot that. So there you go. Does see that. And he's actually not going to be aware that this Overlord went here because it went around the back. But this Overlord is going to be able to see this. Now, the way the pro players see without actually seeing a building where the opponent is essentially by bringing the Overlord near the mineral line, and of course the mineral line itself is starting to lose minerals, which kind of gives it away. So Reaper opening here from Soulkey, or sorry, from ByuN, and does have an expansion on the way. Just one barrack so far, does have gases, and this I believe is a factory. And that's perfect. So factory is on the way now. This Reaper gone to the other direction. Oh, so the fact that this Overlord went around like that sneakily just pretty much prevented ByuN from knowing exactly where his opponent is, which was actually quite well played there. Looks like Soulkey going for his metabolic boost. And let's see, looks like there's a few Zerglings on the way. Now these are not going to be able to do a whole lot until he actually gets the metabolic boost, but might be able to snipe off maybe perhaps a Reaper. 1-1-1 build being executed here by ByuN as well. So going for that almighty Destiny Cloudfist build. Double Hellions is the choice of units coming out of that first, so not going for a Widowmine. Zergling string in here. There's going to be only one worker to kill off here, which is going to get destroyed. Now there's nothing else here to defend other than one Marine, but there is going to be 2 Hellions coming out very, very shortly. Oh, is he going to snipe that off? I don't think he is. Oh, that SCV is an absolute hero SCV right now. Managing to stay alive, not get destroyed versus that. Pretty good play. And this Overlord is going to be quite safe. Now there's 4 Hellions in total so far, with 2 more being created. So ByuN going for a lot of harassment in this one. Honestly, I think that he wants to just basically knock out his opponent pretty much straight out. Looks like Soulkey with his Overlord drop gonna bring that straight into the mineral line here. And I believe that's just Zerglings. Yes, it is. Now dropping those Hellions, hello. Oh, the line up here, they're lining them up. Oh my god, they're roasting. It's a barbecue right here. Look at this, 11 have been killed. Now the Zerglings on the opposite end of the map doing some work on the middle line as well, but look at this, 13 in total have been killed off, and he's only lost 2 of the Hellions for that. For a total of 14 drones. Beautiful, beautiful play. Now these Zerglings still doing some work. finally getting taken out. 10 total Zerglings have been destroyed, so honestly the trade-off here, not a bad one at all. He did manage to punish his opponent in return for this. More Zerglings being loaded up. I wonder, should he just... Oh, he's actually doing a double-pronged attack, so he's going for in from the back instead. I thought he could have just dropped in both of those. Let's see what he's going to do with that. They are now in the middle line, but of course the Hellions are now in position as well to defend. Does manage to snipe off 2. And this line also getting cleaned up just a little bit, but the Zerglings getting roasted. There's so many Hellions on the field right now that unfortunately for him, not possible to just take out units here. And Banelings not quite managing to do anything, just one Marine unfortunately getting caught with them. Third base is on the way for our Soulkey. So this medevac with 4 Hellions inside. Let's see if he's going to be able to do a repeat of what just happened. There's 2 Queens in the middle line. And are they going to get spotted? There they are, running straight in. They are being pretty much denied immediate access. The medevac is a little bit low. But the question is, how much is going to do? Oh, the Zergling is running straight for them. I think that it was a good choice to actually pick them off instead of fighting this. He needs to keep them alive as long as possible. And interestingly enough, spotting this base pretty much immediately as well. So good gameplay here. Good control. And of course, good harassment. Now losing one of those Hellions here, unfortunately for him. And looks like we've got a command center being created here for ByuN. Now the surround here, taking out one of those Hellions, but losing so many Zerglings in return, so quite worth it for him. Ooh, look at that, a Spire being on the way. So the Spire, I'm assuming, has not been spotted yet. Nope, it has not. There is a Liberator on the back, but it has not seen this just yet. And as you can see, he's building down supply depots here. If you're wondering why, it's actually because he's essentially just trying to get trying to spot Overlord drops before they actually happen. He got quite lucky with the fact that, he got quite lucky with the fact that the Soulkey didn't actually have Banelings in the first drop that he did, because that could have been pretty deadly as well. Although the Zerglings, I can't say that the Zerglings didn't do a huge amount of damage. They certainly did. They took out so many drones. There we go, Banelings, Zerglings. This Liberator got 5 kills in total right now. So doing quite well. And looks like we've got Mutalisks, 5 Mutalisks on the way. Level 2 attack for ground units actually on the way for Soulkey as well. Which is quite peculiar, getting level 2 attack before getting level 2 Carapace. Typically we see level 2 Carapace before it, simply because that is going to directly affect the effectiveness of Ultralisks. So let's see what happens here. Looks like level 2 Carapace is being made pretty much immediately afterwards. Moving out with this army. Doesn't have a huge lot inside his base, but does have 1 missile turret here. No missile turret on the natural, but he's currently at 2 base Terran versus 3 base Zerg, and he does have a greater army, so that's definitely something important. Let's see how this one plays out. Baneling's going down, taking out a few units with that. And as you can see, there was a few SCVs destroyed here, which I'm not actually sure by what, to be honest with you. But here we go, the stim going down. There's Marines and Hellbats in the mix here. Only Marines remaining at this point. I think this is going to be absolutely cleaned up 100%. Nothing remaining here on this side. And we got centrifugal hooks on the way. We've got level 1 attack for flying units. More Mutalisks being created as well. And wow, 4 Widow Mines inside this army. You definitely rarely see 4 Widow Mines in such a small army. Now Stims with a few Marines. Probably doesn't want to get too far ahead just in case he runs across something nasty. Now this of course is going to be spotted. Sending off one Zergling just to distract it. And looks like 4 Banelings being loaded up here, so that's probably what he did last time as well. That I did not spot. Just basically dropping them into the base here and then just taking out a few workers with it. And here we go, the burrow's going down. Oh, almost managing to land that. Instead, killing off a Zergling. Oh, the Banelings, the Banelings! Good control here from ByuN. Managing to stay away from those Banelings as best as possible. Only lost a few units to that. And that is a huge Zergling and Baneling army. Look at the amount of them. I love the way the Banelings roll when they have the centrifugal hooks. Looks pretty damn awesome. So Zerglings, Banelings and Mutalisks. A nice combination. A bit of goodness against everything here. Looks like a third base is completed here and actually fully saturated for ByuN as well. Didn't actually spot that that landing. I saw it being built but not landing. And this army, it's like a wave. Look at that. Oh, a drop going down here. And this is actually interesting. He's got a bunch of Widow Mines burrowed back there. I wonder if he's just going to retreat back there. Oh no, he actually won't be able to. Unless he lifts them off. Yeah, there we go, he lifts them off. And gonna get chased. Good control here from ByuN. Very nice. Managing to separate out his Zerglings, the ones that are being targeted. That was very good play right there. Just separating out the units that are being targeted just to avoid getting a too big of a hit. There we go, the surround going down. There's Widow Mines also being buried. Oh my god, are they going to hit the Mutalisks? No, they're not. It looks like the Zerglings absorbing pretty much everything. Now Mutalisks definitely want to be careful going up against a big Marine army like this. That would be super, super dangerous. But as you can see now, all the Zerglings and Banelings taking care of everything. 87 to 84 supply right now. And looks like we've got a drop here. They actually managed to deny that base. It wasn't really a base, but rather it was the macro hatch. These units just stemming in here, just trying to take out a few of these workers perhaps. Not even attacking one. That's quite peculiar. Oh wow, that was actually huge. A nice hit from that Widow Mine, taking out so many units with it. It looks like we got the tunneling drill bits or whatever they're called. Essentially makes the Widow Mine burrow faster. About to be completed here. Drilling claws is what it's called. Level 3 weapons and armor is on the way for ByuN as well, so very, very close to being maxed out on those. Once that happens, oh, funny enough, a Thor now. Thor is of course very good against Mutalisks. And looks like the response here for Soulkey to all of this Marine and Marauder aggression, or rather Marine aggression, is of course the typical Ultralisk. Does have level 3 on the way for shields or armor. And probably going to have, there we go, so it looks like we've got ourselves an upgrade also. So chitinous plating gives 4 armor to Ultralisks. An absolutely broken as hell upgrade in my opinion. And let's see, 2 Thors are in the field. Now Thors are actually okay against fighting Ultralisks. They're not that bad. They're slow, yes, but they do have big hits. Oh, so now we're gonna see some funny banelings being borrowed, perhaps. Does baneling burrow still exist? I think it does. But there we go. Baneling's running straight after these marines. Not gonna be able to do a whole lot because they're so split up. The main army is still remaining here. And at this point, all of those banelings have been cleaned up. Now let's see what he's going to do here. Now, all these units are actually quite low. The medevacs are kind of low on health as well, so very dangerous for them. 111 against 96 is our army supply. Chitinous plating and level 3 carpets about to complete. 7 drones have been killed off. It's actually on this expansion, taking it out pretty much immediately with that drop. Soulkey is just not able to afford to send armies in both directions. He has to focus on one base and one base only, and the main engagement here is exactly what he's doing. I think he should have actually continued with that, to be honest. He had, what, 3 Ultralisks in the front? A Thor that's about to die, and then only Marines remaining. He already has chitinous plating. We do have Ghosts on the way also. Ghosts obviously the natural counter to Ultralisks, since they have the snipe ability, which not only does a bunch of damage, it also ignores armor altogether. And let's see, managing to cancel off that hatchery. And then being put straight back up by Soulkey. So still managing to deny a hatchery is quite important. A 17 game match so far. This is actually going on for quite some time, and I really like this. Let's see what's going to go on here. Looks like there is a total of 6 Ultralisks here. This is absolutely massive. Huge aggression that could be made with those, and crazy damages too. These chainlings just popping down here. As you can see here, there is another base being created. So this is currently the 5th base. Mutalisks trying to snipe off a few buildings. Any sort of damage they can do is pretty awesome for them. Just having a look at the fact that all of those SCVs all of a sudden rushed for that missile turret. That is actually a double-edged sword, if you believe it or not. I mean, yeah, they might keep the missile turret alive and it starts doing damage. But think about it. The Mutalisk glaives, they actually bounce, which means that every time that they bounce off that turret, they're also going to hit an SCV. Now, yeah, that might take a while to actually destroy the missile turret, and you might lose 1 or 2 Mutalisks for it, but at the same time, you're going to clear out the whole mineral line without even having to chase them. They're being brought straight to you. So if you've got a big enough Mutalisk flock, and I do think that this is enough, this is a total of 15, then I definitely think that that would be a worthy exchange for him. So this game number 1, lasting quite some time at this point. Both players trying to max out, it seems. Looks like we've got... what the hell is that called again? Huh. Can't think of it. Pathogen glands. Hello. Being researched. So that means gonna potentially see some infestor play. Oh, snipes going down from the ghost. There's so many of them. Managing to snipe off an infestor. Managing to snipe off a few Ultralisks as well. And this is where the Terran army becomes such monsters. What he needs right now, I think, is not Ultralisks, but Broodlings. Broodlords. Looks like the Mutalisk flock still doing a bunch of damage here. Oh, losing all of those SCVs as well. This is quite nice play here. Also doing a bit of damage. Oh, Ultralisk in the back. Managing to force the lift off here, and as well obviously pick off a few SCVs. And this is good play right now. This is absolutely beautiful play. Drops going down everywhere. There's 2 main armies that are about to engage as well. And I don't even know what to be looking at. I'll probably have to look at the main army because that's the most important. But of course, getting a base denied or something like that is also quite significant. Now this probably wants to get that cancelled. I don't think that he wants to let that sit there. And there we go. More snipes going down. I think that this army from ByuN is actually doing quite well right now. More and more snipes going down. And oh my god, not quite finishing them off. Oh, what a disaster. The Ultralisk not getting fully cleaned up there. And with that, they just ran right through all of those units. That was some clutch gameplay. I think that committing to that as Soulkey was very ballsy to do it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. 1 goes down, 2 goes down. I think 3 went down there. They don't do a huge lot of damage for to Ultras. They do obviously still damage them nicely, but not a crazy amount. Oh. Pulling it off. And looks like he might be interested in moving out. I mean, he's got 90 to 53 supply. He's in quite a prime position right now to just completely overrun his opponent. His opponent only got 1 mining base, essentially. And he has got so many bases. I mean, he's got this base with a bunch of Zerglings running by. He's got this base, which is very close to his opponent. And let's see what he's going to do here. Taking out workers, denying the command center itself. Snipes going down. Is it going to be enough? One of the Ultras gets dropped down. Second one also getting dropped down. And GG has been called ByuN. Soulkey taking game number 1 of this best of 5 series. Hope you've enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And that is the first game of Soulkey versus ByuN. ByuN just did not have enough ghosts to deal with all of those Ultras there. And that is pretty much it for game number 1. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Of course, leave it a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Good luck, take care. I'll see you guys next time.